The best paid nation in the world.
Well, you don't pay me shit.
It's caught up. Jill, my wife, who teaches...
I'm in debt. I owe $46,000.
I hope I get it right, kid.
Well, now
it's
like 79 because of the car. Because,
you
you gotta have reliable transportation to get to work, to be paid poverty.
Is not enough to win the economic competition of the 21st century.
And my degree is behind there.
Let's finish the job.
And I'm going back to school for HVAC, so stay tuned.
Preschool for 3 and 4 years old. Studies show that children who go to preschool are nearly 50% more likely to finish high school and go on to earn a 2 or 4 year degree, no matter their background they came from. Let's give public school teachers a raise.
Give them a raise, pay them a living wage. Teachers should be making $100,000 and up. Point blank, period. Anybody doing human and social service work should be making that. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. I haven't done videos in a minute.
And connect students to career opportunities starting in high school.
Where? Oh.
Provide access to 2 years of community college. The best career training in America, in addition to being a package.
Yes, because I want to get my HVAC. I've seen how college was, been there, done that. That's why I'm in all this debt.
Folks, in the midst of the COVID crisis,
cookies. Yeah.
Let's recognize how far we came in the fight against the pandemic itself. While the virus is not gone.
It ain't gone. You the one that keep talking about 1 minute. It's a thing of the past and everything is okay. It's not holding us back. People are dying and still dying.
We've saved millions of lives and opened up our country. We opened our country back up. And soon we'll end the public health emergency.
What? Excuse me. We need to make sure we have universal health care and opportunities for people to protect themselves.
But we'll remember the toll and pain. It's never going to go away.
No, I lost over 10 family members.
Americans lost their lives to COVID.
Like, excuse me?
Families grieving, children orphaned, empty chairs at the dining room table constantly reminding you.
Every day, dude. Every day.
Remembering them, we remain vigilant. We still need to monitor dozens of variants and support new vaccines and treatments. So Congress needs to fund these efforts and keep America safe. And as we emerge from this crisis stronger, we're also got to double down on prosecuting criminals who stole relief money meant to keep workers and small businesses.
Yes, hold them accountable. But that's just it. Y'all forgave PP loans to these mother effers when over 76% of those PP loans didn't even go to keeping people at work, to paying their employees, damn it.
Before I came to office...
But you won't forgive our student loans, you
during that campaign, the big issue was about inspector generals who would protect taxpayers' dollars who were sidelined. They were fired. Many people said we don't need them. And fraud became rampant. Last year, I told you the watchdogs
are back.
It really
did. It was just crazy.
Since then, we've recovered billions of taxpayers' dollars. Now let's triple the anti-fraud strike force going after these criminals, double the statute of limitations on these crimes, and crack down on identity fraud by criminal syndicates stealing billions of dollars from the American people.
Okay, but also, are we going to crack down on how you guys steal our tax dollars and don't do anything that we need? How about that, Right, like we should all have universal health care.
It matters.
Roads.
Look.
Schools.
COVID left its scars. Like
I am forever changed and ruined.
The first year of the pandemic.
Okay, like we lost entire families.
To make sure all people
friends, communities, people.
Public safety depends on public trust, as all of us know. But too often that trust is violated. Joining us tonight are the parents of Tyree Nichols.
Oh, wow.
Welcome.
Oh, wow. I am sorry.
I had to bury Tyree last week. As many of you personally know, There's no words to describe the heartache or grief of losing a child. But imagine if you lost that child.
And this is
to the hands of
happening
the law.
over and over and over. It's wrong.
Imagine having to worry whether your son or daughter came home from walking down the street, playing in the park, or just driving a car. Most of us in here have never had to have the talk that brown and black parents have had to have with their children. Bo, Hunter, Ashley, my children. I never had to have a talk with them.
Yeah.
I never had to tell them if a police officer pulls you over.
The talk that we have.
Turn your interior lights on right away. Don't reach for your license. Keep your hands on the
But the
steering
thing
wheel.
is that the police are killing and doing
Imagine
shit
having
to
to worry like
everybody.
that
It's
every
effed
single
up.
time your kid got in a car. Here's what Tyree's mother shared with me when I spoke to her. When I asked her how she finds the courage to carry on and speak out. The faith of God, she said her son was, quote, a beautiful soul, and something good will come of this. Imagine how much courage and carry that takes.
And that's sad because the same thing happened in 1955 and numerous times before. We go back to Emmett Till. It's always the parent. Well, let this be and it's like child should have to be murdered and killed and tortured. Nobody should have to be a martyr.
So does everybody else out there. Our children have a right to come home safely.
Our children in the schools, outside, to the movies, to the church, wherever they're at, you deserve to be able to come home safe.
We know police officers put their lives on the line every single night and day.
But so do the rest of us, damn it, and we're not going around murdering and killing folks.
Psychologists responding to drug overdoses, mental health crises, and so much
Well, that's the
more.
problem. Social workers do that, and you don't want to pay them shit.
I know most cops and their families are good, decent, honorable people, the vast majority. But they risk their lives every time they put that shield on. But what happened to Tyree happens too often. We have to do better. Give law enforcement the real training they need. Hold them to higher standards. Help them succeed in keeping us safe. We also need more first responders and professionals to address the growing mental health, substance abuse challenges.
You need to address mental health, substance abuse. We need universal health care. We need more community intervention plans. We need to pay people, the teachers, the school workers, the public health workers, the community workers, the people at the non-profit. You need to pay us because we are the ones fighting for these damn communities at the end of the day. Yeah.
They must be held accountable.
Yes. Hold them accountable because y'all get on our asses and we don't do any of that shit. Hold us all accountable.
On the families of victims, civil rights groups and law enforcement, I signed an executive order for all federal officers, banning chokeholds, restricting no-knock warrants, and other key elements of the George Floyd Act. Let's commit ourselves to make the words of Tyler's mom true. Something good must come from this. Something good.
And that's sad. Her baby was murdered and killed and slaughtered by the state, by the police.
All of us.
And look at her. She has to do all of that after losing her child a month ago.
Folks, it's difficult, but it's simple. All of us in the chat.
This is sad. This is ridiculous. This is disgusting.
To this moment. We can't turn away. Let's do what we know in our hearts that we need to do. Let's come together to finish the job on police reform. Do something. Do something.
Then do
That was
something.
a plea of parents who lost their children in Uvalde. I met with every one of them.
And those babies murdered and killed at school
Thank God.
over and over again.
Thank God we did. Passing the most sweeping gun safety law in 3 decades.
And we're still having
That
mass
includes
shootings.
things like that the majority of responsible gun owners already support. Enhanced background checks for 18 to 21-year-olds. Red flag laws.
Yes.
Keeping guns out of the hands of people who are a danger to themselves and others. But we know our work is not done. Join us tonight is Brandon Say, a 26-year-old hero. Brandon put his college dreams on hold to be at his mom's side. His mom's side when she was dying from cancer. And Brandon now works at the dance studio started by his grandparents. And 2 weeks ago, during the Lunar New Year celebrations, he heard the studio door close. And he saw a man standing there pointing a semi-automatic pistol at him. He thought he was going to die, but he thought about the people inside. And in that instant, he found the courage to act and wrestle the semi-automatic pistol away from the gunman who had already killed 11 people in another dance studio. 11. He saved lives. It's time we do the same.
Exactly. And again, he was a regular human being. He was not a police officer. And he actually did what? Saved lives. That's all I'm going to say. And he didn't have the gun, did he?
In 1994, in 10 years, that ban was law, mass shootings went down. After we let it expire in the Republican administration, mass shootings tripled.
Yeah,
let's finish the job.
this is 2004.
And ban these assault weapons. And let's also come together on immigration. Make it a bipartisan issue once again.